Hello? Yeah, that's on. Hi. Alright, we're live. Sorry. I'm a little out of sorts. Hey, Rory. You're already here? I'm slow in the draw today. Okay. It is 9:38 on Monday, April 2nd. And we're making an indie game. Yes. What has happened? Okay. So, I haven't been streaming much. As you guys know, I was at GDC for a while. I was, stuff before that, I was kind of secretly working on the trailer for a while, so, can you hear me, Rory? I don't know why, I feel like you probably can't. Life's been chaos. I did a quick 1 hour stream, 2 days ago, where I showed you some of the stuff I was working on, reworking the main menu, and I've still been pushing on that quite a bit. So let's take a look at where that is. So I did that late last night. So this looks a little bit like shit, but it's, trust me, significantly better than it was. I spent some time thinking about how I want different levels to unlock, and how I want kind of like the secret levels to unlock and stuff. I've basically got the path, the basic path figured out for the drummer and the accordion. The trombone I haven't touched at all, which is why it looks all janky. So let's start out just playing that a bit. I want to delete my save. Or at least, let's see, this is an earlier save. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, so this is when I was working on, here you can see the path for the accordion, and here's the crypt path for the drum. It's an even earlier save. And this is just the crypt path. So this is the crypt path for the accordion. This is the crypt path for the drum. That's kind of the work I've been doing. Hey, Yerk's group. Did it sort of explode? I don't know it's good or bad. I know it's good or bad for like YouTube metrics, but Twitter metrics is kind of hard to tell. Like I don't know. I don't really have a reference point there. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I thought it turned out pretty cool. Let me show you what I'm going to do today before we start chatting too much. So say this is about the state you'll be in right when you've finished the opening area. As you can see, you can't click these buttons yet. You can always go back and play a previous level, and the one that you're on for each track is a yellow circle for now. So at this moment, what I've added is the ability to unlock levels. So the idea that there'll be like a light stand here, and I haven't figured out exactly what it'll look like yet, but you go over and you hit a light, and ideally it doesn't do that, and it unlocks an optional level, in this case this one down here. And now when you beat the level, you can go try the side room. And if you go to the main menu, you can see you've kind of like unlocked a little offshoot area. So what I want to do today is figure out what that actually looks like and make that a lot more real. That is the goal today. What's up, Poodle Time? That is theoretically the goal today. What the hell is this over here? I don't really know what I want to do for it yet. Just decided that I would figure it out. Hey May, what's up? Hey Port Ponky, what's up, dude? So, yeah. I mean, I think it's gotta be like a light that's off or flickering and you do something to turn it on. Or... I don't know. What's up, Pete? That's good. Cherish it, man. I know you tend to overextend yourself more than anybody else, Pete. I know how scary it is when the contract work slows down, but seriously, the entire time I've known you, you've had way too much work to do. What's up with your hand, Pete? Oh, Jesus. Sorry, dude. That sucks. That sucks. I wish I could say something helpful. I'm sorry, Pete, man. I'm glad, man. That's important, Pete. Hey, Thmeka. What's up, dude? I'm a podcast star now? Oh wait, what's going on? Sorry, I'm catching up. Yes. Yeah, I'm into it, man. I'll be in your podcast, Pete. Hi, Neil. What's up, man? Oh yeah, from the email this morning. Shit, sorry, I never replied. I started streaming. This is actually going to be a weird problem, guys. I kind of want to rework this stand. I've been thinking, I went through and I looked at different places and roughly what shape I need for the stands. There's times when I need the stand to like... I might need a couple different solutions here. There's places where I need the stand to kind of pop out of the side of the world. that's missing some art. I need the stands to go along the lines of the grid, but it's kind of got to pop up from the middle. I think in the ideal world, this would. Yeah, poor Ponky is everywhere, keeping track of this accent. Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat. I'll let you guys talk. But yeah, keeping track of this account if you need to know anything else. Did Rory? Fucking Rory, you're the best, man. Okay. So there's gonna be this element. And I'll put like a circle or something here. So it feels more like you're on a grid, maybe. I mean, you'd have a hint of the grid. Don't let Pete Paquette fool you. Brant Island Bros is Pete Paquette. He's been in the industry for like 20 years, way longer than me. He's an animator from Blue Sky. Worked on Horde and Hears a Who and shit. Then he was like, he was a cinematic animator for Liz on Bioshock Infinite. And now he's like, been contracting for Riot and Blizzard and stuff. Pete's the man. I aspire to one day have the fucking career credentials of Pete Paquette. How many sublevels? That's a good question. Hold on, let me napkin math it. 10, 12. Somewhere around 70. Alright, so even if I get this to look like a grid, do I want like a light that takes up an entire grid? I really don't. Like even if I get that to look good. And like it belongs in the world. Maybe add a base here. Make this part silver. I want to have you hit the light and have it kind of swing open, maybe. Would it look weird? Yeah, that looks weird. I don't like that at all. Okay, new plan. What if... maybe maybe this needs to be in a corner. Let's rethink this entirely. What if, like... Alright, upside of this plan, you can definitely see the grid. Downside of this plan, it's fucking hideous. Sorry, I'm back. I don't think my family's ever popped in here, May, but okay. Maybe your family has? No, is it cell shaded? No, it's just flat shaded. I just don't use any lighting, really. I think cell shading implies that I'm doing more with the shader, like I'm doing fun stuff with the Fresnel, or the normals in order to get like a cell shaded look. But I'm not really doing any tricks with the shader. Well, I am. I'm not doing those kinds of tricks with the shader. You guys are sweet. It depends. What you're talking about with the outer mesh is like... So there's cubes that make up the world, and then there's just other meshes that I placed... The first time I placed them, I did it with a script that are just lines. And that way I can have them float, put them off kilter and stuff, and I think that gives a better... It was the fastest, easiest way to achieve the look I wanted. Yeah, the boot camp was so good this year, May. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you could make it out. growing on me. I don't hate it. It does sell the grid a bit more. I feel like we could sell the grid even more if we made this, if we changed the shape of this a bit. Let's just experiment right in here. I like to experiment directly in the engine with the shape of these things for this game. This is actually really unusual. I don't usually do work like this. Just kind of works for the art style. I think I want this shape. Because obviously this will all get combined into a static mesh that'll just plop around once I know what I want. Good morning, Belle. I'm glad you like it. Systrix too. Fucking love Twitch, man. This shit's so weird. I wonder if this is what the future will be like. We'll all be in VR talking to each other with our handles. God, I hope so. That's gonna be a strange new world. I refuse. You're a cis-chicks now. That's the way it goes, man. You have no say here. This is my channel. I'm gonna start doing that with all acronyms. I'm gonna put it in the divid. A little rebellion against the 4-letter acronyms of this world. Alright. What am I? Alright, this is an okay option, I think, maybe. But it still doesn't solve... What does it look like when there's a light that's deactivated that you can activate? Like, do I want it to be kind of like off and it swings open? Do I want it to be like... pointing at the sky? Yeah, maybe it's just pointing at the sky and then you like hit it, it falls to point at the level. I don't know if that would really... That could work, especially if it's like blinking. It's got to indicate in some way like, hit me, I need to be hit. Ideally the entire tree does though. I could always put another one of these, like... So you'll be over here. Does that look dumb? Because like this light always works. And it's aimed at that level. This light. Yeah, I mean, a little subtle, or like, I was thinking if it was off, it could be something where the, you know how lights have that covering? Like the cover blows open, or like the front gate falls off, and then it's working again and it's on. But the reality is like a light that's off doesn't scream, hit me. like, doesn't scream this is something you can interact with. It needs to be shiny, blinking. It needs to have some kind of, like, indication that this is where you should go. You know, it could be. There could literally be, like, a... You know how we have the pages here? Like, this element screams, hit me, and I don't know, partly because of the motion of the paper and stuff. I could use that again here. I could have, like, a piece of paper that's just up against it. Like, the wind is just pushing it against it, and then you hit it, and the paper flies away. And then the light turns on. That might look cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that, actually. You know what? Let's try that. And we're reusing elements. There's a lot of things about that that I like. I don't like this shape. It seems over too much. Yeah, exactly, Neil. I think that makes more sense. No, only the lights that... What I like about that plan, too, is, for instance, this light can always be on and is currently working to light the level that you're playing on. And then there's like a sheet of paper here up against this light, and then you hit the stand. Maybe I need to have a couple sheets of paper on the stand, too. Just enough motion, and the white will contrast enough that I think it'll scream like, you should probably hit me. I think that'll be good. What level did I throw all this crap in? Just any fucking level? That sounds like me. Sounds like a Gwenism. Alright, so I think that'll be my plan of action to start with. Hey Polydolphin, what's up, dude? Thanks for the sub, May. Yeah, what I'll end up creating is like probably one element for the stand. I'll want to be able to slide this up and down because some of them are taller and shorter. I'm gonna make the stands more uniform so they always kind of betray the grid. I've got real sloppy, stopped caring about if they mean anything, but they should definitely, you should always feel the grid of the world. Weird. What are you talking about? Okay. It's not enough for you to hit the light though. You need to hit the stand and the stand needs to shake. So which part of this do I need to test the most? So many steps now. Okay. Let's make this real. Dolphin, you're a camera operator for a CSGO tournament? What is your life? Yeah, I finally made that Steam page live. I think I was streaming doing some of the marketing stuff for that. I still fucking hate the icon. That's high on my list. You need your damn, like that little... I'm gonna show you my struggle. So I don't mind the screenshots, except for this one, which is crap. I think these are fine. Most of this page is fine. Somebody pointed out more like this. It came up with Counter-Strike, which is pretty funny. Apparently I'm making a shooter, guys. Although, alright, well at least we're getting to some indie strategy games. Jesus Christ. Anyway. When you go look for kind... This icon. That right there. It's so important that that's good and it's not good. And that's sad. I need to figure out how to make that good. I don't like it. That icon. That's like literally the most important marketing material you have too. As far as your Steam storefront goes. Is making sure that is good. Especially for launch day. Ugh. Whatever. It'll come to me. So. Is Kind being released this year? I hope so. I don't know. Probably. It depends. It's a complicated question. I have a couple of big questions to answer still, and then I'm gonna sit down and make a production plan, and by then I should know what's going on at work. So, like, I do this part-time, and I work part-time. And it looks like we got a couple of different funding options we're looking through at work right now. And depending on how the timeline at work goes, that heavily impacts my timeline here, right? Also, there's a world where I push this out kind of September-ish. And then there's a world where I need a bit longer, and if I'm going to take longer than September, then it makes more sense to push it into next year and release more around like late January, early February. It's just a really bad idea to release a game November, December if you're an indie. So I think, yeah. Depends. That's the beautiful thing about this being a side project. I don't really have to worry about it too much. Where did I... Oh. Funding is good. I need to change my project. So let's break you out into like... all seriousness, do I need this? Yeah, because it looks stupid without it, doesn't it? I don't particularly dislike Unity, Haze. I just don't use it. I have a lot of my background is in Unreal, so it's what I use. Also, I will always be biased because I'm an animator, and Unity's kind of known for having really shitty animation tools compared to Unreal, which is known for having really good animation tools. So I'm really biased in that regard. I guess if I had to give thoughts on Unity, I would say it's generally considered to be better for 2D stuff. In general, I would probably never do anything 2D in Unreal. Probably. I haven't played around much with their like paper 2D stuff. I do feel like either engine though, if you're doing something in 2D, you're probably like trying to swat a mosquito with a machine gun. I don't think it's what they're meant for. Maybe Unity is more meant for 2D, I don't know. What was I thinking? Alright. Oh, I'm real slow on this today. I guess what I was worried about is like if I... What does this look like? Oops. The fuck did I just do? Maybe I just need a different idea. Also, I'm starting to sour on this whole thing. I just started learning Unity and some of the asset packs are quite undocumented. I mean, the asset packs are just being sold by people like you who just picked up Unity and made assets, right? So, I mean, you're working with like another indie most likely, or just I don't know, like a dude. I treat it the same way I treat any middleware. You kind of gotta find the people you want to work with, the people you trust. The good thing about the Unity asset packs, though, and the same thing with the Unreal Marketplace, is you can usually hunt down who made them, and if shit really hits the fan, you can usually like pay them a small stipend to help you out or something. Say, hey, I'm heavily leveraging something you wrote in as a plugin or whatever. Can you help me out? I have this problem. I'll pay you this much hourly if you do, which is kind of cool. That's more once you get into like indie games with budgets and shit, though. All I'm saying is like an asset pack isn't necessarily an I win button, right? Like you're just getting work that somebody else did. You still have to translate it into how it'll work for you. Yeah, he's high short. Sorry, not short, the opposite. I will call you tall. So what if it kind of like is an element that sort of clings to a box like this, and then I gotta get like some kind of tiny little something or other about here-ish. This will just be like a little doodad. And then hey, think about what's up, dude. I think I've been spoiled by my experience in back-end web dev. Lots of plug-and-play packages. I know nothing about your world, Jimmy. Alright. I'm now determined that this is a better option. So when I do the final version, this will be a static mesh, this will be... This bar, I think I need to leave this separate so that it can be 3 units high, 4 units high, however high it needs to be. This bar needs to originate from here so that the animation will play on it no matter what. And I think I need to keep anything that comes off the bar modular as well. Just have it be an attachment, an engine. That way I can build stuff like this versus stuff like this. So when it's said and done, this is actually going to be really similar to what it is. I mean, this will be up here. I'll make a little doohickey that I can attach, but all of this be attached to, what are you called? Line thick A4. Attached to line thick A4. And then when this animates, those will animate. Okay. Let's hit it. Shake. In this instance, this is covered up by paper, I think. So we're gonna go with, well, paper will come off, it'll knock off. Maybe these could just be attached to for now. Why not? Paper flies away. Let's just add the paper animation. That's gonna be weird. Dude, May does some crazy shit. You can't just rig a biped, May. You gotta always do something insane. You should link the stuff you did for the Intel competition. Because that was pretty cool. Alright, so I want... What's the most extreme way I can rig a piece of paper? Let me think here. So right now, the paper... Where's the actual rig for this? Yeah, the paper's just rigidly bound to a bone. And I'm using blend shapes to get that kind of wave that I have in it. So what's the actual solution gonna be? This is what May did for the Intel competition at GDC. Can't believe you finished that character either. I got one biped in there. This creature, May. The fuck? You don't really get the sense. You did all that work to do it in 3D. It's a shame. I mean, I know you're doing a 2D game, but it's a shame we couldn't, like, turn that character around. Because I saw that rig. That rig was intense. Oh, whoops. Sorry, my bad. Okay. I didn't mean to give it away. Never mind. Ignore Gwen. Gwen doesn't know things. Alright, so we're gonna take a piece of paper. Like this one. Maybe I should start from scratch here. What are we looking at? shit, sorry. Let me catch up in the chat. Oh, sure. Who did we meet recently? Oh, hey, what's up, Rachel? Sorry. Hi. Yeah, yeah, hi. Twitch is weird. It was cool meeting you at GDC. And hey Tom, what's up, dude? Happy Monday. It's snowing on April. It's snowing quite a bit too. And it's April, and somehow it's still sunny, even though it's snowing. Maybe it's the apocalypse. I don't know. Find out. We're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna make Kyan instead. Missing something. Glad you liked it, Tom. It was sweet, man. May, you should share that in the chat. If possible. I don't know how. But I bet it'd be interesting to some people. I would find that interesting. Maybe I'm just boring, but... when I weighted this, I weighted to 3. I should have weighted to 4. Let's try that again. I wasn't thinking that through. So I don't want to actually... How the fuck am I going to animate this? You know what? I really want this to be cool. Oh, let's pursue some excellence in paper rigging, guys. Yeah, let's make this stupid. This will be fun. God, I think I know exactly what I want to do. Okay, this might be a huge waste of time, but here's what we're gonna do. Where even is that? Oh shit, it's right here. So. it simple for now. Now, what I want to do is I want to constrain each control to this surface. Is that what I actually want to do? No, I just want to constrain the root control to this surface. And then yeah, and then I'll just use a find closest point on surface to get these. So this I just want to be able to move along a trail. Okay. Well, that should be simple, right? Yeah, I don't even want to animate the trail. This is trivial. Give me... This is more than I need. I need... This is what I need. This is some logic for how my spines work. For my biped characters. Oh, come on. Don't be a butt. You're such a butt. Okay, let's just side joint his. Why did I do that? Now. Do I want to use closest point on surface? I think I do. Yeah, that'll work. It's sloppy but it'll work for this. Okay. Hey Greywind, sorry I've been paying attention to the chat. Let me take a look here. Hey Alf. Hey Greywind. Yes, I think we are all lamenting that it is snowing in April. That is quite bizarre. It is an unusual day. Alright. This has the potential to be kind of cool. You'll see. Give me a chance here. I just need to figure it out. So now I can make the paper move along a path, conforming to a NURB surface, and I can rebuild this surface later to kind of be the path I want it to be. What I want to do is have the edges of the paper conform to the path as well. So, here's how we do that. Right. So Create a locator, move it to the control, delete that. Add the UNV attributes. Create a closest point on surface node. Name it this. Get the geo. Yes, connect the It can't be the translate, it's gotta be the world position. That might be okay. If the locator's parent constrained under this, then that could be okay. Parent constrained. So now instead of getting and setting, I want to actually connect. Which I think I can just connect. And you won't be. God, I wish I just. Okay, so now we get the closest point on surface. So pumping that into the UMV of the locator. Find the information at that point. Connect. Yes. Ooh, we can't do that. You're gonna have to controls translate directly. No. I need a second locator. Okay, so this loc is gonna be the control buffer, base loc. The adjusted locator is gonna be adjusted location. Normal constraint. That'll be your up vector. What else do I need? And finally, might do it. Nope, nope, that won't do it. Dummy. Make. I have to actually make the locator. You're acting like you want to be there. The shit is this, by the way? Oh, that's fine. So the locator's in the right spot. But you aren't. Why? Why did the pair constraint happen? Oh shit. Shit. Ah, god damn it. I accidentally undid in my text editor. Execute. Okay, so you failed on line 39. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now we just have to do that. For control in. So position's doing roughly what I want. Rotation is not. The normals are good. closer. Congrats, May. Oh, thanks, Cindy Respawn. You're a gem. Yeah, Rachel, I don't know if you met May. I know you were like... Jane was kind of like looking after you. May is Kayla. She's my ward. She's my, she's the student I was showing around at GDC. I'm not cool like Jane. I don't have an official thing. Yeah. May took that pretty well, too. She's like, May, I've decided to take you under my wing. You're my ward. She's like, I'm into it. Let's go. We just had a blast. It was fun. I didn't have to do anything at all. Kayla's already fucking crushing it. I just wanted to, I don't know, help. Alright. Fuck. So, alright. Fuck. Okay, so now what? So if I want this to be cool, I want to be able to take this shape, make it something cool, have the paper move over it. It's probably gonna work pretty well. Like, I can probably animate it moving along a path, especially if I do it slowly, so like... I want it to, like, let's pretend for a minute that this is not garbage. This is an interesting path of some sort. Maybe I just don't get to rotate this. Though that would be cool, wouldn't it? What if rotating this... Okay. So your orientation is set to the locator. What I need is another thing underneath the adjusted rotator. I understand why this is happening. And I think I have a hack around it. No, it's a dangerous hack though. And for one thing, I don't think I want to be able to allow you to do this. Because why? You shouldn't want to do that. I can see that you would want to do this. Because that could be cool. Alright. So let's just lock this. And then let's say underneath the adjusted locator. One more locator. this your position adjusted locator. Your surface adjusted locator, and underneath that we'll make another one that's parent rotation adjusted locator. This is getting thrown away, it doesn't matter. The name doesn't have to be good. So this exists now. This will live under there, and this will be the thing that actually controls the control, and this will be attribute. Cog control.rotate x. Doesn't love it. Oh, I see why. It's not wide enough. It does love it. Alright, we've now taken this officially way too far. Which is great. Let's see how this is actually going to pan out in game. Moving this should move the whole thing, yeah. Let's, but moving this does not move the game joints. Okay. Am I gonna want to change the route? It's possible. Let's create a world space. Position node. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bother to I've made a proper rig yet. It's just no like actual keyframe animation in this. Maybe I did. For the characters. The only reason I'm copying this is because I always use the exact same shape for world placement in every single rig I make, so it's kind of like... I don't know, habit. Ooh. Except you should really be at the origin. That'll be how I control where the root is. I don't actually want to parent that yet, just in case. So, this will prevent me from selecting that. Okay. We've rigged a piece of paper. Hey Survivor Sig, sorry I've been not paying attention to the chat. Am I a real indie if I got a part-time job outside the games industry while working on my game? I believe yes. I believe being able to eat makes you, you know, like a part of society, which is good. Independent devs have zero help from companies and publishers. I don't know, man. I think people warp indie to mean whatever it is that they're personally doing and that they want to do. Like, indie is, and then they define the thing that they're doing. I don't really think... I don't know how I feel about it. The other thing is, the second, no matter what your plan is, the second you're successful, everybody says you're not indie anymore, which is bullshit. Like, if you're gonna define indie as being unsuccessful, then I don't see how that's aspirational. That being said, like, I founded an indie studio, and I spent most of GDC being led around by my Hollywood agent who's trying to help me sell my company to a Korean conglomerate called Perfect World. Like, this isn't... I understand that there's such a thing that's indie that's not really in the spirit of indie. And there's definitely, like... I mean, there's people that make games because they want to make them and they're fun and it's their passion, and there's people that want to make games but they also want to eat. And there's people that found studios that are indie but with the intention of, like, the games they're making are intended to make money more than anything else. And I think it's just, like, indie is meaningless. Major companies are people. Like, I consider Cuphead indie as hell. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They had a vision. They were working very closely with Microsoft. They were funded to the tune of, like, a lot of money. I would consider them indie. In a lot of ways, I consider the amount of freedom I had at Irrational was, like, more than most indies will ever experience. It's where you could just go in every day and do whatever the hell you want for the most part. And that was not an indie studio, but at the same time, it wasn't like 2K could ever come in and tell Ken what to do. Ken would be like, no. I mean, there's this feeling that you don't get creative freedom unless you're, I don't know, indie and poor, but that's not true. It just doesn't fit into buckets like that. I mean, yes, the Cuphead team did a lot, and I personally, they didn't sell their homes. They did take out a mortgage, like a reverse mortgage on one of their homes. The leadership did. The people that worked on Cuphead, by the way, the leadership was very, very strongly felt that they were the ones taking the risk, and they paid their people. Like, I know the animators that worked on Cuphead. They were paid. And basically, I don't know, what do you call it, the management? You have to keep in mind that's a pretty large team. Like, it just had to be to accomplish what they did. The management was like, this is a burden we took, we take on the burden ourselves. But the amount that they got for mortgaging their homes was nothing compared to the amount that they got from Microsoft. Microsoft definitely bootstrapped that project. And to the point of, like, because that was going through ID at Xbox, this is a weird business thing. We're like, there's a saying, if you owe the bank $100,000, the bank owns you. If you owe the bank 100 billion, you own the bank, right? Like, there's a saying that you become such a huge part of somebody's portfolio that they need you to succeed. And I suspect for the ID at Xbox team, Cuphead was that. They needed Cuphead to succeed. They invested quite heavily in it. It was a large part of their portfolio. So you could say that they worked pretty closely with Microsoft in a lot of ways. I would be curious to hear their take now. I used to drink and, like, I know a lot of people from that team. I respect them a great deal. But it is so completely different. Game development, the different spheres of game development within indie, just within indie, people that call themselves indie, the different spheres of game development are so incredibly different. I think the people you see talking, the people mostly in my circles and the people that I go to GDC with most of the time and stuff are very business focused. Very, like, look at Steam Spy, figure out what will make the most amount of money. What's hot right now? Is it roguelikes? Is it this or that? what is the ideal way to grow a studio? How do you diversify your studio across many projects? And that tends to be more their focus. To be fair, that's how you be successful, is like the business focused people. I don't know many like indie for the fun of it kind of people, which I've been trying. I've been trying to meet more people like that. Like who was it? I met a bunch at GDC this year, which was really fun. I met the Gorogoa dev. He was super cool. I like that guy a lot. That's just like a totally different world, and they're both technically indie, right? And then you get like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. The Cuphead dev team was more than 5 people, Survivor's sake. Where are you reading that? You can link it if you want. I met the, like, I hang out with Jake a lot. I think at their, and yes, when I say there was a lot more, you're right, a lot of them were contractors, which were paid. I wonder if Jake was technically a contractor. I know that the people that ran the team were the ones that mortgaged their homes and stuff. They obviously paid the animators that were doing, like, the tweens and stuff. Can you link the wiki? I want to see who you're looking at. Cuphead was not made by 5 people, dude. But, I think their team was up to, like, I don't know. I think it was up to, I'd have to ask Jake. I swear he told me something like 12 to 15, but I don't remember. So, yeah, it was a significant investment. Yeah, listing says 12. That makes more sense. Oh yeah, okay, and Jake's one of the 5. I know Jake, I talked to Jake about it, and I was like, holy shit, did you leverage your home? And he's like, no, don't worry. A couple of people were really like an umbrella that shielded the rest of the team. They're cool. Wait, we're missing some people here. Oh my god, she looks so different now. Holy shit. I didn't even recognize her. Yeah, they're cool. I can't wait to see what they do next, man. Hey Metal. Hey Broken Tangent. Alright, we spent the time doing this for no fucking reason, so let's at least see if it'll work. What am I doing here? Let's set up a little experimental scene here. That seems huge, but... Hmm. Yeah, that's the problem with the closest point on surface, huh? I need to maintain at least a max distance along the normal. There's a couple different ways I could have done this. Maybe I should have... Okay, so instead of finding the closest point on surface, maybe I should get a... I mean, I've done stuff like this before. Get the length of the curve, divide it by the distance I want it to be, find the point, the U and V. What am I doing here? Do I want to do that? Because this isn't gonna work. This looks like shit. I mean, yeah, fuck it. I mean, if we're gonna go there. This is a fun day, so let's just have some fun. Very much. I make those videos so that you can steal them. Steal those techniques. Do it, man. Oh, yeah, Mate's Estate. It's not available for sale yet. You can wishlist it. That's as far as I've gotten right now. Guys, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. I feel like I had a massive game backlog and now I have a massive wishlist backlog. I know how you feel, Survivor. I'm in the same boat. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna hit the restroom. Hi, Hobo. Yes, I made the kind game. Currently making the kind game. Oh, Maids of State, that'll never end, man. The more you make games, the less you play games. It's crushing. Until eventually you ship a game and then you're like in that sad low place where you can't... I find I go through phases, especially I'm actually in it right now, where like if I'm playing a game I feel intense guilt for not working on one of the 2 games I should be working on. Like right now at this moment I cannot play a video game to save my life. That'll pass though. It always does. Alright. Caffeinated. The problem space. Okay. So, in order to fix my problem here. Right now I'm just finding the closest point on surface. What I need to do, if I didn't want the ability to turn, this would be super easy. I would find the distance along the U. I would just find the UV delta and then plug that in. Let me just think. Oh God. Well, it wouldn't be perfect, but the easiest thing to do. No, that wouldn't work. That'd be shit. Okay. Alright, well, let's just. I'm gonna back this up and then try some stuff. No, this isn't gonna work. You know, I'm really overthinking this. I could solve it with math, but it'd take a long ass time. It'd be a lot easier if I just manipulate the closest point on surface nodes to be closer to where I need them to be, and then just count on the script to do the finesse. That would be way the fuck easier. Let's do that. God, I feel like I could totally figure it out though if I wanted to. It looks shitty though. It'd actually be more unruly to work with. What's the chat thinking? Sorry, you guys are watching me just stare at a screen for a while. Hey Megaspell, what's up, man? If I was a napkin whose table would... What? Rory, you're a confusing individual. I refuse, Rory. We're gonna have to deal. We're gonna have to fight it out, man. I don't know anything about Roblox, Megaspell, but it sounds like you have an interesting problem. It sounds like something I would try to solve with like a weird art solution. Like come up with an art style that makes sense. So like Rayman Legend has like characters with floating hands, basically. They make use of the fact that they just don't fucking draw the arms. Things like that. Rory, I bet you could beat me in a fight, man. Oh, God. In my head, I'm... If I make this really cool, I'll reuse it elsewhere, right? So it's not totally a waste of time. Okay, so what if I... Okay, hold on. What if this is the stupidest solution possible? What if I determine... Okay. God. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Fuck. Okay. This might not work. That's fine. So what we'll do... This is your distance U and this is your distance V. I'm gonna do this just in this one to see if I can get to work. Where the fuck is plus minus average? There it is. Okay. You will be base locator. You PMA. You will take an input of right. Then we will looking for? Add. This is supposed to be negative. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, right. We'll lose that, but right, yeah, because that's not how you're supposed to do it. Okay, now what? 2 over V as well. What's wrong with you? Oh god. Did I fuck up everything when I pasted? Okay. Oh god damn it. But this other shit too. I thought I undid that. You never want to copy paste in Maya. It creates a bunch of random shit. This is gonna be here forever. Oh no, I have to undo a bunch. Damn it. Alright. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that does make sense. Okay, so we're changing it so that I'm not finding the closest point on surface, I'm finding the, what do you call it? I'm just sticking these to the U and V of the mesh, which obviously has advantages and disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is this is going to stretch the hell out of the rig, unless I make it not. Oh god, I haven't thought this all the way through. Actually, I could do this in like 2 passes. That's pretty kludgy, but it could work. Like, I could do a thing where I stick something... This is getting overly complicated. The reason this worked before is because I had stuff that would always force this NURB surface to be a uniform, to be uniform basically in the spacing, which I'm not sure if I want. No, let's just keep going. I think I can figure this out. I'm just gonna layer bullshit on top of bullshit until we get there. Oh, what has been going on in the chat? Yeah. Right, March. You're such a dick. Yeah, the pacing bloat is such a pain in the ass. I used to write plugins for some of the things. Like I have a custom case solver I use, and I had a plugin for it, but in that way you don't have to make a shit ton of math nodes. You can just write out the formula you want for something, which is way, way better, obviously. But then you get like, you have to fucking convince an outsourcer you're working with to use your plugin. And anytime you have to send like a series of tools along with your rig, you just create a situation where like yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It just adds so much complexity in the back and forth between you and whoever is contracting for you and your outsourcers, which in the long run is just not worth the effort. So everything that a rig needs is baked into the rig. I don't rely on any plugins, and yeah, that means you use math nodes, and sometimes the math node bloat gets insane, like completely out of control. But it's worth it because you don't have to give you don't have to like give an installer to somebody in order to use your rig. You don't have to have anybody use your tools. A lot of times people who are contracting for you, they've got their own tool chains that they use, and they really don't want to mess that all up to conform to your system or whatever. So math notes it is in Maya. And some of the graphs get completely out of control and look really insane and terrible. Make no mistake. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna, because I've gone this far. So, what are we doing here? This isn't the dumbest thing. Okay, so this is the dumbest thing. Whatever. So I'm gonna create a rig that's gonna make a really stretched and warped version of this. But in the end, that's gonna be fine, because I'm gonna add another system at the end that... Why is this gonna be fine again? figure it out. Right, you're the base locator. Wait, what? How the fuck is this working? You're parent constrained too. Okay, so you got the base locator. Okay. This is the locator that's been adjusted to the surface. Okay, so you are... Damn it. I prefer to write on-demand expressions, but nodes are better for performance. I think they are too. They used to be. I don't know if that's still the case, Megaspell. I've always had issues with expressions, so I switched to using nodes instead. Cancer, what's up, man? God damn it, Raymarge. I'm so glad you're my goddamn mod. Thank you for staying on top of things. I will immediately resume modeling that Pokemon. Do I not have access to a sign? Do I even need a sine wave? Let me think. I could do this. I mean, that'd be the easiest way. So we could just fucking remap a curve. That'd be the same deal. I need to get a 0 to, or a 1 and -1 out of this rotation. Is there a sign with my nose? Holy fuck. Okay, not trivial. Also, maybe not what I want. Great. Do I have, like, the ability to... Angle between. Shit, bitch, we don't even have that in Unreal. That'd be nice. What even is that? Cool. I don't think that'll be as useful for what I'm doing, but... Set range. Not ideal. How about this? Take your rotate X. God, it'd be good if I had a sine wave. Alright, Oh, Rematch, I haven't made you a mod yet? Sorry, I keep confusing you and Rory. Rory is the one that saved my ass, so Rory gets it. Alright, what if I take your rotation, divide it by 180, absolute value it? This is gonna be weird, but okay. Why will you not let me click you? That's real weird. Take your rotation divided by 360. Call this paper cog. This is definitely not how you should ever do anything ever, for the record. Divided by 360. I don't know what to fucking call this. Cog. 2. Okay, that's done. Then, so if this is right, okay, this is correct. How do I make the absolute value? God damn it. It's gotta be an absolute value node, right? You fucking kidding me? Condition node it is. Okay, so, there's no absolute value. It must be. Whatever. Okay. If this is greater than 0, I'll put this. Otherwise, I'll put this. Alright. Sure, whatever. We've gone this far. So, I'm gonna read the chat. Hey, Tango. Okay, so now I have a number that goes between 0 and 1 as this does this. Actually, in all seriousness, it should. could have probably just used a curve. That might make way more sense. So, like, how would I do that? Gotta be a way to just make a dangling curve somewhere. This is Maya. It's what it does. I know you can do this. Yeah. Yeah. I know how to do it. Okay, hold on. So what if we just go... This is so much less stupid. God, I haven't done this in forever. Where is it? There should be a menu called Animate. Have I gone blind? Such a key. don't know why you're not keying. Actually, just a change of heart. I want you to be this be -1. I'm basically just making the sine wave I wish existed. 360 be -1. Okay, so now, new plant, okay. So much cleaner. Okay, so now this rotation is driving this variable from -1 to 1. This is gonna become... I'm gonna delete all this other crap I made, because I don't think I need it. Well, not yet. I'm scared. God damn it, what is going on? Okay. So... your base U is going to be this. I need a multiply and divide node. Take this number times not what I meant to do. Fuck, fuck, fuck. No. The output from this goes into offset from base U. Your input goes into here. Okay, so what I should expect to happen is by rotating this manipulation U is not changing. Didn't I just fucking set that up? What the shit? Wasn't the whole point of this when this rotates, I have a set-driven key? Offset from base U. What was I looking at before? Manipio. No, that makes, yeah. Manipio. I feel like an Alzheimer's patient. I thought just set this up. When you're 0, you're -1 key. Crap is going on here? Alright. Thank God I've not lost my mind. Okay. Good. Now. No, it should be pretty easy to do that for the V as well. No, this is not gonna work. Obviously. Son of a bitch. That's right. Alright, there's an easier way to do all this. We're gonna jettison this. We're gonna go back to what we had earlier. We're just gonna do it the dumb way. Because there's like very few animations we need to make with this. I was just kind of having fun for no reason. But it stopped being fun. It started getting stupid. Check the chat out. Sorry, I just glanced over. What is she trying to do? Trying to fucking make Aladdin's carpet out of a sheet of paper for no reason. That's what I'm trying to do. Tango. Oh, why would you curse me in such a way, Tango? Not cool, man. I think I'm gonna take a break, eat some lunch, come back, do the quick solution showdown from the first place, and then keep going on and actually making this thing happen. Probably won't take too long for lunch because I've wasted a lot of time today having fun. So I'll be back in a bit. I hope you guys had fun. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Wait, how do I turn this off? Bye.